Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome to Endless Space 2. Now this is a game that I actually did not anticipate on playing. When I saw it and saw what it was about, I hadn't quite yet gotten into the 4X. This was before Hearts of Iron 4, so while it looked amazing, it didn't seem like something that you guys would enjoy watching. But based on the 4X content that I put out, you guys seem to want to get into this kind of style of game. I reached out to the developers of Endless Space 2 and I said, hey, is there any chance? Do I have a chance? You know, I'm getting into this. My audience seems to like it. And thankfully, very thankfully, they were able to give me a key to be able to post content about it. So, here we are. That being said, I am still new to the 4X genre. I played Endless Legend quite a bit, but there were still some things I hadn't figured out about that game. And from what I've seen, I barely dove into this game, and it seems very similar in terms of the user interface. So it was a little familiar, which is helpful, but please guys, if you know information, if you see things that I don't see, I'm going to try to move a little slow with this game so I don't get too overwhelmed. If there's things I'm missing, please guys, please put it in the comments, because I could really use your help. I really want to make good content. I don't want to make content that everyone's always criticizing me because I'm missing this or missing that. Be constructive in your comments and we'll have an awesome, amazing time. So we're going to go ahead and start a new game. We could be, let's see, so let's check out who we could be. We have the Sophons, we have the Cravers, the Vaudiani, the Lumeris, or we could go random. So the Sophons, I may be butchering that. Affinity and traits, omniscience, knows how many empires have researched specific technology, gains science bonus for the next technology. The fewer empires that know the technology, the higher the bonus. Interesting. These guys have +1 to science and +2 science on cold, political opinions +10 science. Is that what that is? I wish they would like hover over it. Interesting. Yep, I think that is science anyways. Faction traits, they are Pathfinder. Careful graviton analysis reveals positions of adjacent string-connected nodes from their new node. Feeble warriors, -10 people. I don't know, -10 strength. Combat per on systems. Fast travelers 2, +2 movement points on ships. So these guys, they have the Hecto class. Colonization class, they have the Deca class Explorer. They have the Kilo class attack, the Deca class support. They have the Giga class attack, the Peta class defense, and the Yoda class, which is the carrier. So those guys are pretty cool. The Cravers, these guys look deadly. Created by the Endless from an insectoid life form, the Cravers are in the purest sense hunter-gatherers who would never have independently evolved the systems and infrastructure needed to raise crops or domesticate. Their life cycle is based on consumption. They're capable of digesting any form of plant or animal matter. As their home is close to being consumed, they must leave in search of further nourishment. They do not continue to expand, discover, and exploit new worlds. The society will eat itself to death. Feeding the hive is an all-consuming purpose. The notions of treaty, trade, and peace do not exist. They are slave drivers, -10 relation points on the Empire. Let's see, they got +50% on undepleted planets, +1 depletion points per something on planets. And then their political opinions are +10 for militarists. Now their faction traits, big fleets 2, +2 per radar. On the Empire, -25% money on fleets. Fearless warriors, they get plus attack on systems. And they crowded planets, the effect +2 population slot on tiny, medium, and small planets. And then the Eternal War. Tendency to aggressiveness means no peace with other nations if militarists are in the Senate. Very interesting. They have the Drone class, Forager, Soldier class, Worker, Bishop, Guard, and the Queen class. Interesting indeed. The Vaudiani. There's a classic cycle of over-industrialization. They are saved by technology culled from the ruins of the virtual Endless. These precursors quickly gain an aura of divinity in the eyes of the Vaudiani and are now worshipped as gods. Clothed in their great black suits of borrowed tech, Vaudiani leaders pilot their great arcs across the star lanes, seeking other peoples to convert, control, and consume. Shipbound, -10 relationship points on the Empire. They get +50% population growth penalty, +5 food production, gold, and science. And their political opinions are +10 towards religious. They are fast travelers, +1 movement points on ships. Fearless Warriors, plus 10 combat per population on systems. And then Legendary Heroes means minus 50% on heroes, plus 2 expedition per turn on heroes. They have the Mayim class, Mayim, the Goayim, the Sluayim, the Taoism, or the Taoism, the Jaum, the Ledum, and the Orton and the Ark. Very nice, very nice. And then last but not least, we have the Lumeris. Society that revolves around trade and economic deals, economic growth, and doing business. Expansion and acquisition are the bywords of their culture. As an amphibious people, they are prepared to make money in any environment. Their society is organized around a series of families that have traditionally run different parts of their economy, and a balance of power and negotiations between the families is what drives progress or blocks it. Very much the economic faction. Planet brokers. They can purchase planets to create outposts without using colonization ships. Outposts can be exchanged through diplomacy and other empires for profit. Interesting. They are clever, greedy, and Epicurean. They built on economic gain, so they have plus 1 gold and plus 2 gold on water. Political opinions, plus 10 towards pacifists, so they're not going to be very warlike people. Blockade breakers, a tradition of respect for clever deals, permits no penalty trade with factions unless they're at war. They have the efficient explorer 2, plus 2 maximum probe stock on exploration ships, and plus 20 culture on systems. Very nice. They have the Ordar class, the Orakio class, the Velm class, the Drev, the Omakar, the Lancelum, and the Mios class. Very nice. I think I might go with Lumeris. We may actually, yeah, I think we'll go with Lumeris. I think they'd be a really fun, I like the economy style factions, so I think we'll go with that. Let's go ahead and hit select. Galaxy shape, we could do a spiral or a twin elliptical. We're going to keep things, we'll do normal. Number of constellations, we'll create it unique. You know what, spiral 4. We'll go medium. Competitors, we'll do 6. Speed normal, game difficulty normal. Session Havoc's endless. Session mode single. Competitors, let's actually, Cravers, Villani, Lumeris, Sophons, and Sophons. That sounds good. I think that'll be good. We could go all random, but we're not going to worry about that. What is this? Oh, we can do, okay. Victory conditions. Why can't we do an economic victory, I wonder? I wonder if things have to be past a certain point. I don't know. We'll just have to see. And what about the galaxy? Galaxy density high. We'll go high. Node connectivity, medium. Resource abundance. We should go, we'll do normal. We'll keep everything at normal, guys. And then if it's too easy, or if it's not, if it's too hard, then we'll go from there. So I think that's all good. Let's hit that start button.
Sure. The families have disagreements.
That's why we have codes.
To work together. You don't steal the fish from somebody else's plate.
The second he walked in, I knew the kid was different. He'd take risks. Break the rules that tied my hands. But he ignores the codes. Goes overboard.
And dust, powerful stuff.
No personal use.
So we collect it, invest it.
And he misuses dust.
Complaints get handled here.
Not in back alleys.
Applies, shall we say, unnecessary force. Maybe he knows dust, but I know the families. And I need both of those to take the galaxy.
Very interesting. I like it. Alright, well, here we go, guys. Look at this. Let's see if we can't look around. We can. Look at that galaxy. Very gorgeous. I like it. I like it. So let's start here at Ying. And here is our wonderful little galaxy, our little system here. So it looks like we have 4 planets. We've colonized the first one, which is, of course, an atoll planet. I like it. Curl train stretching for thousands of kilometers. Yeah. Size medium, climate water, which, of course, gives us part of our bonus. And then we have 3 more. It looks like this one is a tropical. We need to research in order to be able to get onto these different planets, and each one requires a different kind of technology. Very interesting. As you see, it gives what food, production, gold, science, culture, or planet influence, and then any sort of elements that we can take advantage of. So as you can see on Gens, this is 19 food. Wow, we have quite a bit of food. We have quite a bit of production. Gold is working, science is working. We don't have any planet influence. It is the currency for diplomacy. And then what is this? Subterranean. An unusual underground reading has been registered. High chances of a luxury resource deposit or a strategic resource deposit. Low chances of loot. Required expedition power. Cost 100. So again, guys, there's a lot of things that I'm not going to be familiar with this game. I did not play Endless Space. So if there are things I'm missing, I apologize with this first episode, but please do not hesitate to give me some info later. Let's see, we are the de facto leader of the Lumeris, a flamboyant deal-making race. And we've seen all of these before. Very nice. We have a hero recruited. Yelchin Ordara Orakyo has joined our empire. Thank you, sir. We have no governor, and we could select a hero to become a governor. He is an adventurer, though. Focuses on exploration of the galaxy and science output. He's a pacifist. He is part of the Lumeris, and he is a senator. Political party within the Senate. And he has no assignment. So we're going to see maybe what we can do with him just a little bit later. But for now, it looks like... Oh, this is cool. It divides up what kind of races are here. Looks like we have 2 population of Lumeris. And we have a population of Hiroshim. Simple and agricultural. The pacifist Hiroshim are relatively introverted traders and farmers. Gives effects +1 farming, +2 on dry. Entire population count 1. Very nice. Alright, so first off, before we do anything too crazy, let's see what we got here. Intergalactic supermarket affects plus 25 gold per system level, +3 per population on a foreign population. Can only build once per empire, so I don't know that I want to build it just yet. We could build Cerebral Reality, that gives +10 gold and +10 science. Drone Networks gives us production and food. And then we have the Caravel, which is, of course, our exploration ship. I'm actually going to go with Drone Networks for... kidding. We're going to go Cerebral. Let's see what happens here. Nope. We'll go Cerebral so we can get gold and science. And then that'll help us focus then on some production and food. That works. We have fleets to worry about, but let's go ahead and look at our consult. Our objectives. Interesting. Do we have any objectives to be sure? We are a little more than content. 65%. Population, number of systems we own, number of heroes we own. Awesome. Let's go through here. The Senate breakdown. We are 100% pacifists. Total representatives 1. Active laws, trusted broker. Minus 25% diplomacy cost reduction to minor factions. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And we could go with another law. What does that do, though? It costs influence. But those are some pretty good bonuses. +10 culture per peace and per alliance on systems. ×2 bonuses or penalties related to happiness. And then the Super Tax Act, +50% on entire systems. That's really cool. Leading political parties. Population census. So we're very much starting out at the beginning. Trading companies, we don't have anything to do with that. Now here's our tech screen. So you can see we have 5 levels of tech. Start with number 1 and see what we got. We got spacefaring species. It just gives us that. Efficiency shielding, which we could do. I don't think it's necessary at this time. Let's see what we can do to improve things within our current system. So it looks like we have hyperpacks. +2 or +1 influence, which we are making 8 per turn, by the way. +1 per happy population, +2 per ecstatic, which seems 280 production is quite a bit. Denark University, +2. I'm not sure what that is. No, we won't do it for now. Oh, I see. It's the different things between them. Okay, I see. Let's go with Botanical Gardens, see what they got. We got Infinite Supermarkets, which gives us plus 20 culture. Or no, that's happiness. I'm saying culture this whole time. Happiness, 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 happiness. Which would be really good. And then Intensive Cultivation, which would give us plus 25 food per system level. Xenobiology allows diplomacy with minor factions and farming per monsoon, which monsoon would be really good because we are a water planet. Xenology allows exploitation of elements. Xeno-industrial infrastructure gives us a lot of production. There's a lot of things we could think about. Allows use of dust to immediately complete anything in the construction queue. Intergalactic supermarket gives plus 25 per system level. Plus 3 per population on foreign population, which can only be built once per empire. Plasma metallurgy, exploitation, production, astrofinance. What about the xenobotany? Plus 2 movement points on ships. That would be really good. Colonize tundra. Now, we don't have a tundra at the moment. We have the ability to colonize atolls. Let's see. Colonize tropical. We could do that since tropical is right there. Unlocks free movement for all ships. That would be good, even though I don't know what it costs to colonize just yet. Exoscience stations, magnetic field generators, colonize boreal. There's just a lot of things to do here, guys. Unstoppable isotopes. These are all military. Yeah, you can see right there. Military equipment. Exploration and science, development of the empire, population diplomacy. I'm going to go with population and diplomacy at first, if only to give us a boost to production. I'm going to go astrofinance to give us some gold. Oh, we already have that, so I could do astrofinance. Well, since we already have that, let's do focusing on the empire. Or here, because we know we have a tundra. We have a tropical. So let's do rare earth foams. And then we'll go infinite supermarkets and cultivation, xenobiology, and botanical scanning. Thank you. Alright, so let's see. Current era is the first. Add Astra, science per turn plus 22. We need, it looks like, 10 technologies towards the next series. Alright, we have ships, which we can look at on another screen. We have our hero, which we need to inspect, see if we can do anything with him. That's his ship. That's a really cool looking ship. That's really cool. I like that. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's go there. Okay, so we can't upgrade him. We're going to just close that. Man, it looks like we got basic high slugs, plasma beam, high plating, gravitix engine, shielding, lasers, and torpedoes. Awesome. Very nice. And then he can't do anything just yet, but it looks like his basic skills, he has plus 10 on system per large, plus 5% health fleet health, 10 on system, 10 per cold, plus 2 vision range on the ship, plus times 2 free movement speed on ships, 1 food per planet, per population per planet, plus 1 production, and then, oh wow, he's really good. I like it. Alright. We haven't received any quests yet, and we haven't met any other civilizations. So, now that we have that kind of going on, I'm sure there are things that I have missed. Honestly, he would make a good governor, but I'm not going to do that because he really needs to be exploring and out there. Alright, so that all being said, we have 2 ships here. And we also have something that we could do here, don't we? Here we go. We could do that subterranean. Expedition Power 1. So that will go up next. We'll investigate that. And then atmospheric. We are researching the tundra. Or tropical. So we need to explore that. Atmospheric. And then we'll just see how well that goes. I don't want to get too much stuff built up. We have our caravel. We're just going to do some basic exploring. New minor faction discovered, the Mavros. They are warmonger, awesome. They are constructophiles, minus 20% system improvement costs. They are unknown, and then their trait is also unknown. Interact. Nothing's working. So we don't want to go in there. Is that what the deal is? Or we're out of points. That's what it is. And then this guy, our Caravel, he is our exploration unit. We're going to go this way. That's one turn. He's going to keep on moving through. I'm going to keep on moving through there. Awesome. So, after, what, almost 20 minutes of our first turn, we're going to end the turn. Just a little bit crazy. Anything that has happened. They are going to reach this system. These guys are going to continue there. Let's actually go here. Aquarius 1. That's actually would be a really good... That looks like a water planet. Medium Arctic, which would benefit our hero. And then a large Boreal would be good for us as well. Interesting. But look at those stats. Aquarius 1 would be very, very suitable for us, I think. Gives a lot of science and gives us a lot of food. And then we're going to go to Mizar. Let's see what we've explored down here. Oh, what is up? The Hive cares little for the interest of other races. Talk. Whew. Those guys are not good, as we figured out. Go here. Oh, I can't. I can't go here. Uh-oh. Okay, so are they exploring, or is this their home planet? Large gas, cold, medium ash. High in production, of course. Another one high in production. And then a small jungle. That's very nice. So I think he's just an explorer. He's a passerby. So we're going to continue exploring. And we've discovered the planet Husk, built by the virtual Endless during the Dust Wars. As a weapon, the Cravers successfully wiped many planets and stations clean of the concretes. Once their usefulness was over, the Endless shut down the factories and abandoned the Cravers, dumping the remaining troops on Husk, a random planet, and bombing it back to the Stone Age. Grim and resolute, the Cravers survived and evolved, using makeshift and stolen technology to scrabble their way through the stars. So this is the home planet of the Cravers. A medium atoll. We got a medium tundra, and we got a medium desert. Dang. So we need to stay away from them because they are not friendly, which is awesome that they are right next to us. What is this? Alright. So hopefully we'll be okay without getting too wrecked by them. And then we'll go ahead and end the turn again. What we got here? Execute their planned moves so we can see what's going on. New minor faction discovered, the Epistis. They are warmongering faction. They are selfless. Minus 10% peaceful treaty costs on the Empire. We don't know their trade status, and we don't know any of their diplomacy stuff. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Well, nice to meet you guys. They have a small steppe. Let's see, what is that good for? Good for gold. Small ash is, of course, good for production. Inhospitable is good for production. Ooh, and a huge tropical. Very nice. And a tiny tundra. So they have 5 planets. Look at that. That huge tropical is pretty cool. That tiny ash, man. 14 production per planet. We're going to keep exploring. And the reason is I want to see if there's a connection to the Empire there. Awesome, there is. So let's explore this real quick and see if there's anything. There's a medium snow, a huge barren, outstanding science. Interesting. So there's only 2 planets here. But again, that science factor, man, that's awesome. Fad. These constructed suns could warm any type of planet equally. Oh, we have different types of suns. Wow. So this was a constructed sun, artificially made. What is Ying? Ying is a slightly better chance of harboring wet or flooded planets. Aquarius. Interesting. That's really cool. Very nice. Okay, so we did that. We are still researching. We could... Let's see, we got 3 turns there. We could build a caravel. Can we buy stuff yet? No, all that costs way too much. We're not going to do that. There's pretty much not much else we can do right now. I do want to... These guys should be able to... Let's go into this system. A huge baron. We can't do anything atmospheric because it requires 2 expedition power, and we only have 1. Okay. So now that we know there are places here, including some small ash, let's see. Yeah, there's no one here, so this would probably be our next system to colonize. I'm going to come back there. We got this guy. You know what? Let's actually... Let's go here. Hit that in turn. I want to stay out of these guys as much as possible, and if there's any way to build kind of defensive places here, I'll definitely want to do it. Alright, so have all my ships execute their moves. Let's see if we can't get some explorations going here. Let's see, what would be really good? Let's do the small ash. There appears to be a life form. We sent a nice little probe there. What are we going to find? Max population of 4. Expedition failed. Did not reveal anything of interest. Well, there's a population there. Colonize the planet instantly without using a colonization ship for 200. But we need regolith processing. What else do we have here? We have 2 probes. Huge tropical would be good. Tiny tundra would be good as well. Can't do anything there. Let's discover another life form. Successful. Discovered deciduous trees as a resource deposit. Plus 5 loot. We got 5 deciduous trees as loot. Very nice. Subterranean, atmospheric. I want to search for life forms, man. That's pretty cool. Successful. Super spuds. Highly modified tubers that provide a near indestructible food source perfected by the endless scientists of Adaron. And then we got 5 super suds for loot. Super spuds. There we go. Very nice. Alright. Oh. Yep. He only had 1 turn. That's okay. Quest started business as usual. I chewed Arden out after that fiasco. He managed to upset all 3 of the other families, not to mention a few of my Mio siblings. How much cleaner can instructions be than do what you gotta do and don't get caught? The kid had promise, but more papilla than propriety. Brash is good, but brash and canny is better. As the current head of the families, I wanted to keep the other matters off balance, not start a war. They don't understand dust any better than we do. They'll be back to do business. What do you know? First was yada yada yada. She left herself. Wow, this is a lot of text. Ready to sell seawater to squid. You know what you need, but I'll tell you anyways. Exploration, protection, freight tourists. You need ships. Ships, you say. Who do I go to? So what do we work with? I'm old. Doesn't matter. This is the start of the game. We can pick and choose, but we know what the end game is going to be. He leaned in. Expensive cologne. I wonder who else was paying him. Dust. It's all coming down to dust. Okay, so we can choose an objective. We can go with creating 3 outposts. We get a reward of mushrooms, apparently. We can assimilate 1 minor faction. We would get 100. Or we can discover at least 25% of the galaxy systems. For 30 Imperium. Let's assimilate a minor faction. Awesome. And that works. So we're going to just kind of... We're going to explore a little more. I think that would be really good. You keep on exploring. We'll end the turn again. I mean, as you can see... What are these? Are these like stars that we can kind of see? I don't know. We're going to try to find a faction that's a little more peaceful. Hadar. Huge ice planet. Outstanding for food, which doesn't really make sense. Tiny tundra, which isn't all that great. Hadar 3 is a large ocean planet. That's what we want. But that's 2 systems away. What are you? The Mavros. Assimilate. We are missing the technology xenobiology, and it would cost 75 influence. But we could do it. I mean, we'll get there. Where is xenobiology? It's up next. Okay, good. Yeah, the ability, diplomacy with minor factions. Awesome. Now, if this is anything like Endless Legend, we can assimilate them. Oh, here we go. The Endless Society developed on this large cool planet orbiting a star they called Prime. Though it is the birthplace of this culture that dominated the galaxy for centuries, they were forced apart when over-exploitation destabilized the cores and crust, triggering seismic changes. Though it is a treasure of artifacts and holds a near mystical reputation, its history is one of sorrow. Ah. Tor. Ceterbia the second, Zeterbia the third. Interesting. Interesting. Anything useful on there? We could get science from there. We could get science from there. Subterranean life form. Shoot your little probe out there. Red Sang. This red spice is derived from a lichen that thrives on coral reefs, being found anywhere there are traces of water. And we get 5 Red Sang. And a new event, friend or food. Okay, this is cool. Signals from the system indicate it was once inhabited, yet all remains now are docile roaming quadrupeds. They are well fed, somewhat chubby, and relatively friendly. So what in all the stars are they? We can make them cattle, which would give us plus 20 on colonies on Empire. Increases industrialist political ideology. Or we can do pets and get 20 happiness on systems on Empire. It increases the ecologist political ideology. An analysis proves that they are highly nutritious, should be domesticated, introduced into the homes. They are pretty cute. And since, I don't know, food would be really nice to have. But so would happiness. We're going to go with pets. Why not? I always wanted a pet, whatever it's called. Let's go back to our homeland real quick. Now, is there anything we can do? These guys are content. I'm wondering if there's a population factor where we can tell them what we want them to do. Because I know, like in Endless Legend, you could have them focus on food. You could have them focus on other things like that. I don't know if there is. But we have built Xeno Industrial... Oh, no, we haven't. Not yet. We're working on drone networks. There we go. Then we'll investigate the subterranean and investigate the atmosphere. Xeno industrial infrastructure would be really good, though. Alright. We got plenty of gold. Select the next idle fleet. Yes. I need to see how these guys are connected. And they may not be any more connected than just to us. We've met the unknown empire. The Vodnyani and our church acknowledge you. New minor faction, the Daoyevans. Let's see. They are pacifists. Awesome. They have the art of science. They are neutral. And they have none for that. Interact. There's really nothing we can do. I always keep looking, expecting there to be something we can do. But alas, there is not. In the turn again. Facia. That looks interesting. We have a large ash planet, another large ash, a huge ash, and a medium tropical. It makes sense that the tropical, these guys are just too close to the atmosphere to do anything. Surely there's a signal here. Send your probe. What is that? Oh, we just got loot. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of disappointing. What is this? A life form. We have discovered friendly locals. +1 population slot on the planet, +1 food per population on the planet, +20 contentment, happiness on the planet, and we've got +5 manpower as loot. So manpower is used for ground battles. Interesting. Interesting. We don't have enough probes because we used them all. Everyone move. Go that way. Yeah, you go ahead and go this way. See what else there is. I like how this unfolds. I like that whole... This whole thing's really, really cool. I'm having a lot of fun playing this. I don't quite know everything I'm doing. And again, if there's something that I'm missing, just flagrantly missing, please tell me. Please tell me. Because that would be very nice to know. Academy discovered. The Academy has been discovered in Saif. Go to that location. Saif 1, I'm assuming it's in Saif 2. A small lava, this is new. Outstanding, of course. Outstanding production. And these guys have a huge jungle. So let's go ahead. Is there no anomalies? Let's go ahead. There's a life form on the small lava planet. Discovered a hollow planet. Interesting. About it as anomalous as anomaly can be, this planet has vast subterranean spaces that are hundreds of cubic kilometers in size. Fascinating to tourists and scientists, it adds a great deal of habitable space that is highly defensible. And then we got more manpower. Awesome. What else here? We have subterranean, we have atmospheric, and we have more subterranean. Let's go atmospheric. +10 influence as a loot. I'll take it. And then we're going to move on. Ha, that is the connection. Just as I thought. Oh, we have ruins over here. I didn't realize that the first time I did it. We will definitely be going there. Sweet. End the turn again. Academy Power Influence. The power of the Academy has reached level 2. Heroes will start at this level when recruited. Very nice. And then we have researched rare earth foams, which gives us warp drive. And we allow the ability to colonize the tropical. Next research is xenobiology, which allows xenosynergy and sustainable farms. Awesome. Okay, so that being said... Nope, that's not this turn. So we have a tropical here. We have a huge tropical. We could use 200 gold, which we have plenty of gold. And the stats aren't that great. What, do we have a huge tropical somewhere else? Can I settle on a planet that isn't owned by me? Nope, the system is already colonized. That would be interesting, is if we could actually colonize individual planets. I'm not really seeing any. I don't want to get Orm, which probably has something. Nope, it doesn't. I don't think Fad does. So it would make sense to colonize this planet. I just don't know that I want to. Decent stats. We're going to do it. So we made an outpost. This outpost is not yet a full colonized system. It must gain its first population unit to reach this state. Activate outpost actions in the planet interface to speed up the migration process. Rival empires can create an outpost on another planet of the system. The first to achieve a population becomes the sole owner of the system. That is cool. I like that. Let's see. Finding frontiers. Alright, so we got 12 turns. Activate outpost actions. So these are my actions to speed up the migration process. Greener grass. Absorb 10 food each turn from opponent's outpost. That doesn't apply to us. For 150 we could do stellar possibilities. That gives us +10 growth on the system. The thing is, we're only 12 turns away before the population is reached. Yeah. So I really don't care. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to use up my influence. We'll be good. I mean, I see how we could definitely want to speed up the process in the future, but I don't see the necessary for it just yet. Oh, we have constructed drone networks, which gives us production and farming, and now we're doing investigate geology, and if you'll notice, it's significantly decreased. I like that. We're actually going to go up here. Actually, that doesn't really help us that much. Yeah, it does. Okay. 3 more turns until we've reached another population growth. We still do not have a governor. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Oh, nope, I meant to be exploring. Whoopsie daisy. Well, look at this. Huge veldt. A huge lava, we got a medium lava, and we got a huge ash. That's a very nice production heavy system right there. Very production heavy. And there doesn't appear to be anything that I can really do. Okay, so is there anything in this system that looks interesting? We have atmospheric and subterranean. We have atmospheric. We are going to continue moving this way. I really want to keep all my discovered systems close to home at first, just so I know everything that is in my area. I think it just kind of makes sense. We have a signal here. I want to get to that signal. Nothing? Okay, and maybe it'll come back like next turn. And then we have ruins here, which I really like ruins, so let's see what it is. Plus 60 Empire Science production for loot. And new event, Breathe Deep. The atmosphere in this planet has a strange psychotropic effect. When inhaled, the sweet vapor seems to allow the subject to see exactly 4 seconds into the future. Perhaps a concentrated dose may do even more. Event effects: inhale, +2 vision range on fleet on garrison first liquidation venture. Interesting. A brave volunteer taking a heavy dose of the gas may be able to convey valuable exploration information to the fleet. However, your scientists predict a short, painful relapse for the subject after its effects wear off. Crazy, man. Crazy. Now, this system has already been colonized, so there's nothing I can do about it. So has that. There's nothing that's safe. Let's go to Hadar. And if you guys think I need to be colonizing quicker, or I need to, you know, claim more space, just let me know. Again, I will take any and all information. I do not claim to know everything. Certainly not with this game, so anything I say could definitely be contradicted, and I will most likely believe you. We've discovered titanium on the planet Genet, and we've got titanium for loot. Very nice. Everyone carry out their actions. Here is a little in-game, a tiny step, inhospitable, medium gold, a huge desert, which is great for gold, a large steppe, which will be great for gold as well. This is a gold-heavy place. So what do we need to do to get to this settlement? Hyper-Cypers, or missing technology unknown. Okay, so we don't have the tech to discover that, but is there any anomalies that we're seeing over here? Just dark glitter, clouds of glittering particles that react to warp movement. And then Eden Essence. Sought after for its potent effects on intellectual creativity, it is valuable as a resource and for trade. So yeah, if we want to colonize that one, that would probably be a good one to do. Just saying. We have botanical scanning. Oh yeah, because we already researched. We already did the investigate geology. And we already did xenobiology. Awesome. So let's go over here. Relation points must be above 100. What is our relate? Oh, they are aggressive. We're -2 per turn. Oh, I see. I see. We need a minor faction. Cetus is the same. They're pacifists, though. Let's bribe them a little bit. Can we bribe them? What does it needs to be at? Needs to be above 100. Now, we have plenty of money. Oh, it increases every time. Let's do it once more. Okay, one more time. Assimilate! So does that mean we can do... Oh, we can build everything. Awesome. So they are completely assimilated. And this is our colonized thing, which gives us a lot of gold. So we're going to make that gold up right very quickly. Yeah, we need... Okay, so we're going to do sustainable farms. Xeno-industrial after that. And then drone network. Or cerebral reality. Probably intergalactic supermarkets. Sweet! And we could straight up colonize this planet if we wanted to. But we won't, because it is a tundra, right? Or tropical. Keep wanting to say tundra. But speaking of tundra, we can colonize this one as well. How much does it cost? It doesn't cost anything. 9 turns, that's all it costs. Sweet! Whoa. Get out of here. Quest complete, business as usual. We assimilated one minor faction, and we got gold. Look at that, we're already back up to 400. Brilliant. These minor faction rubes look like they've never seen civilization before. Happy to have a steady job, and we're happy to help them spend their paychecks. It's win-win, but there are more opportunities out there. Reach 150 dust production per turn in one of our... Okay, that's right. Gold. I'm thinking gold. It's called dust. Reward Black Tax Authority plus 30% dust on home system. It's dust. I keep saying gold. Yeah. These guys seem to have gotten hit a little bit. Do we have enough to make a caravel? Nope, we don't. Population gained in Ying. Very nice. How do we unlock more? Build a system upgrade. How do we build a system upgrade? Here we go. Opens the list of improvements constructed on this system, allowing you to optimize and keep costs. No. You guys let me know if there's a way to upgrade the system, and we'll try and do that. Economy scan. Genet is 13% overpopulated. So we definitely need to go over to here. Alright. Enough of that. Let's hit that in turn yet again. Where's this guy going? Oh, they've already colonized another system as well. New minor faction discovered, the Calgeros. They look really cool. They are pacifists. They look like brutes. Brutes with like reptilic skin and fur. Pacifists. They are an obedient flock. Their allegiance is unknown. Very nice. What do we want to do now? Where are you going? Is there anything you can discover? We have atmospheric and subterranean. I'm just going to see what this gives me. Expedition successful, plus 50 Empire loot. We're going to send the subterranean one. Discovered Hyperium, and we got 5 Hyperium loot. Quest started, dust to dust. Uh-oh. In the midst of a small asteroid belt, your scouts have discovered a unique crystalline building, a fractal-like lattice whose sheer intricacy boggles the mind. As your probe stops to gather a tiny sample, a massive chunk crumbles off, rotating slowly in place. The sample has some very strange properties. It appears to have some sort of weak directional resonance, like a needle in an undetectable magnetic field. Your scientists have never seen anything like it. Your fleet has its orders, of course, but you wonder if diverting your mission to seek out the source of this strange affecting field could prove profitable. Orbit the asteroid belt. One ship into the quest marker. Awesome. Yes. I will do it. Hands down. Oh, is this the belt? What are you? Hero available for recruitment. What do we want to do? I thought we already had him. This guy is corporate. Focuses on empire-wide resources. And he is part of the industrialists. But we want to be part of the pacifists. Scientists wouldn't be bad either, though. I want to go a Genhastra Drev Meos. I greet you in the name of the full families. Latest political survey. Appears that the pacifist political party is in the lead. Hero has been recruited. Oh, so we do. Okay. Awesome. So we're actually going to assign him into the governor spot of Ying. I think he would be really good there. Empire-wide resources as well as diplomacy. I think that would be a really good spot. Not quite sure what we did. Quest complete, Dust to Dust. Using your crystal samples as a guide, you've led your fleet to a large barren planet, apparently rich in minerals, but as your scanners pick up no signs of life. Your team has set up a temporary camp, tasking the opportunity to gather some potentially useful resources, while a smaller group makes an exploratory sweep. We've gotten, what is that, Imperium? Hyperium. Okay. Anything else that's going on here? I don't think so. So we can move out of that system. So that's a closed in. So that's kind of nice. We could potentially close them off. It looks like Vega. Did we look at Vega? I don't think we did. A gas swarm, a medium Arctic, a medium ocean, and a medium boreal, and a large barren. What do we got here? We got a signal. No appropriate fleets orbit this system. Well, that's rude. Do we need to be... Because a caravel is an exploration vehicle. Oh, it just didn't register. Or maybe I was in a different one. I don't know. Signal. An unusual phenomenon. Dump another one into it. Your analysis of the atmospheric planet was good. We got 50 loot. Very nice. What do we got here? We got subterranean. We got subterranean. We got a life form. Dump into that life form, my friend. Discovery. Hado pelagic life. Having deep oceans, this planet is abundant in hadopelagic creatures. Those who have adapted lightless environment at the bottom of the ocean and are tolerant of tremendous pressures. They're not only a source of food, but provide useful scientific information on extremophilic life forms. +1 food and +2 science. And then 5 manpower. Of course, new event, a clever fake. One of the planets in the system at first appears to be lifeless and poor in resources. A second scan at higher power, however, reveals that the entire planet is a hologram. And in fact, there is something hiding beneath the cleverly constructed camouflage. Perhaps you can figure out just how the camouflage works. Analysis on the planet. We get -10 science on the Empire for 10 turns, but it increases scientific political ideology. I like it. We'll do it. So now our science is lower, but it'll be all good. And then we might as well go subterranean and figure out what else is over here. Titanium and titanium. Brilliant. So let's stay there for just a little bit. Anything else over here? There isn't. Okay. Go back to that planet. What we got going on? Anything? Anything really happening? No research is queued. Scientist party unlocked. Has enough popular support to be represented in the next election. Awesome. Now what we need to do is go... Astrofinance or plasma metallurgy would be good, because that allows us to... I thought that allowed us to get other planets. Colonize Boreal. Public-private partnerships. Magnetic field generators. Colonize tundra. I haven't seen really tundras, but we do have boreals. Adaptive colonies. Colonize jungles, swamps. Colonize steppes and colonize snow. Oh, we can't even get to... See, arid, Arctic, ash, and ocean. Okay, so we're not going to get to that for a very long time. Might as well forget about them. We'll do interspecies HR. Hyperpacks would probably be pretty good. We'll do plasma metallurgy, finance. And then we probably should go down to these. Hyperplasma defenses and hyperplasma weapons would be good. Unlocks all Era 1 defense modules, so we'll try that one. Now we do have these guys. How long does it take? Cooldown. He's got a cooldown. No worries, guys. System colonized on Mizar. Expedition was successful. We've discovered a geothermic anomaly, and we've got +5 Empire Science production. Sorry. Sweet. So it is colonized. No specialization as of yet. A ton of food. Wow, look at that. We need gold, though. We're going to go with intergalactic. Oh, wow, that's 25. We'll go with 9. 14, and then we should hit intergalactic systems, and that will change once those two get done. Awesome. So we've colonized. We have 3 systems now. And this one's colonizable. Oh, we'll have to do... Oh, wow. That's a lot. Sorry. Not just yet. 150 per turn. Slightly crazy. New minor faction discovered, the Hiso. It's very much the Japanese faction, clearly. They are a warmongering faction. They have the hunting culture. Plus 20 damage on weapons modules. And they currently don't like us. That's weird that we discovered them and they're way over there. What is this? Start an expedition. Search for curiosities in the system and gain potential rewards. Can I do that in all of these systems? We'll do it. Do subterranean, Hyperium, and more Hyperium. What is Hyperium used for? Is there anyone that I can trade with? These guys. Where's my diplomacy? Kadim, those are the guys, right? No, I wanna... Hold on. Let's get out of here real quick. Yep, these are the Kadim. We'll figure it out. But that will be it for the first episode, guys. That was kind of a fast hour. So we are 20 turns in. Again, guys, you need to leave any sort of advice or information, things I might be missing, things I might be doing wrong, things of that nature, because I'm a newbie at this kind of game. While I do enjoy the 4X, it's this style of game. It is very much like Endless Legend, which is helpful. It's very helpful to me, but I know there are some things I'm missing. So please, please, please leave those comments on things that I could be doing differently. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm looking forward to this game. It's a very cool game. It's a very nice game. Thank you guys for allowing me to have a key to it. I very, very much appreciate it. And yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. This is Havoc, and I'm out of here. Peace!